Good morning, everybody. This is Lauren Reeves with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia, and I'll be doing your weekly weather briefing for the week of Thursday, November 19th, 2020. So the highlights for this week, overall we'll have dry and cool weather through the end of this week, and then we'll have some chances for rain across mainly northern Georgia late Sunday into Monday. Otherwise, we'll be monitoring the potential for a cold front passage midweek, but around Thanksgiving. So now we'll take a look at current conditions across the area. The left-hand graphic shows a satellite loop from about 9:30 this morning to 11:30 this morning. And as you can see, nice and beautiful clear skies across our area. And then looking at the graphic on the right-hand side is our current temperatures from 11 a.m. Generally, temperatures are about in the 50s across the area and will be increasing through the afternoon. So now let's take a look at our temperatures and rain chances for today. On the left-hand side, we have our high temperatures. We should be seeing highs today, generally in the 50s across the mountains in far northeastern Georgia, and then getting into the 60s across much of the rest of the area with dry conditions expected today. So now let's take a look at fire weather across the area. So over the past few days, we have had some fire weather concerns and high fire danger statements issued, but today our minimum relative humidity values are a little bit higher than previous days, generally in the 25 to 30% range across northern Georgia and getting into the 30% to 40% range further into central Georgia. Our wind gusts today are expected to be around 10 to 15 miles per hour across the area. So let's take a look at our weekend weather. Starting with Saturday morning temperatures are looking to be in the 30s across the mountains, with the 40s across northern Georgia and the mid to upper 40s across central Georgia. Temperatures then should increase generally to the 60s and 70s across much of the area. So now taking a look at Sunday, temperatures in the morning will be a little bit warmer than Saturday morning, generally in the 40s across the mountains, with the upper 40s across northern Georgia and getting into the lower 50s across central Georgia. And then temps should be warming up generally again into the 60s and 70s across the area. So as I mentioned previously, our next chance for rain looks to be late Sunday into Monday, with a cold front that'll be passing across the area. Starting with Sunday morning here, that graphic on the left side shows the cold front and associated precipitation approaching the area. Now, as that cold front approaches our area, it looks like the moisture should pretty much dry out with it. And so then looking at Monday morning, the graphic in the middle showing the cold front moving across the area. So that'll continue through the rest of Monday with high pressure further behind it. But it does look like the moisture should decrease with the storm as it passes through. So that leaves us with our rain chances for late Sunday and Monday on the right-hand side, generally in the 10 to 20% chance range across mostly northern Georgia. So now let's talk about our chances for precipitation midweek. So taking a look at Wednesday and Thursday. Like I mentioned previously, we do have another cold front that's expected to pass through the area. But being at the end of our forecast, it is a little bit uncertain as far as timing, and the timing could definitely change for this system as well as the rainfall amounts. With what's in the forecast now, in the upper left-hand corner, taking a look at Wednesday morning, as you can see, there's another cold front approaching the area associated with some precipitation. And then that cold front should pass through the area on Wednesday before clearing the area on Thursday morning with just some lingering showers behind it. Overall, the forecast rainfall is generally across portions of northern Georgia, but across the area looking at about a trace up into about 2 inches across portions of far northeastern Georgia. But like I mentioned before, there's definitely a bit of uncertainty with this system just being so far out into our forecast, so continue to stay tuned for updates since this is around Thanksgiving. So now taking a look at the tropics, here's the 5-day tropical weather outlook. The 2 areas highlighted in yellow from the National Hurricane Center are areas that they're monitoring currently, but overall no storms are forecast to impact the area through the next 5 days. So now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We're looking at somewhat of a top-down approach here, looking at Ellijay across far northern Georgia, Atlanta, and then Macon further south. Temperatures over the next 7 days will generally be in the 50s and 60s across the area with low temperatures in the 40s. If we take a look at Atlanta, those high temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s, getting to the mid 60s at times, with low temperatures generally in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Further south, looking at Macon, those high temperatures will increase to the mid 60s and lower 70s, and otherwise the low temperatures will generally be in the 50s through the next 7 days. So now let's take a look at our 6 to 10 day forecast. The temperature probabilities are on the upper left hand side, and this is showing that much of the area has chances for above normal temperatures. On the bottom right hand side here is looking at precipitation, and this is showing us that much of the area as well has above normal chances for seeing above average precipitation. So in summary, we will have dry and cool weather through the end of this week, and then we do have some chances for rain, but mainly across northern Georgia, looking at late Sunday into Monday as a cold front passes through the area. And then as we get to midweek, we're monitoring the potential for another cold front associated with some showers and potentially thunderstorms midweek around Thanksgiving. All right, so that about wraps up this week. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, have a great week, and we'll be back with you next week.